The following program is being brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I hope that you're having an amazing week, and we're excited to connect in with you on this special series talking about Come Out of Hiding and Shine. We are doing this special series in honor of our forthcoming book that you will be able to find on Amazon.com called Come Out of Hiding and Shine. We're going to have the Kindle version available for a special rate during our launch phase of the book when it first becomes available. And then we will also have a soft cover and that will be available as well. So we wanted to actually take a moment to go behind the scenes and talk with some of the authors that felt a pull, a call in their heart to be part of this book. And I am personally so excited about it, very honored to be leading this project as the compiler and bringing together over 30 experts who want to really help you come out of hiding and shine. Because we find there are different ways that we can hide in our life. Sometimes it's behind a role, it can be behind an image, it can be just something that we do in life, but perhaps is only one facet of us. And it takes purposefulness, being deliberate, really choosing to share all of us. And that's what this book is about, really helping you share the gift of who you are on a higher and higher level. That's how we make a big difference in this world. It's heart by heart, life by life, as we share the gift of who we are with others. And you've heard me talk about that on many of our shows in different ways. And I really had it placed on my heart to give you a tool, a guide to support you on your journey. Part of that empowering and equipping you is bringing experts to you that have been there, that have done that. They all have different journeys. They're very authentic in their sharing. I've known many of these experts for many years, and as I've had the honor and privilege of reading their stories, I'm learning new things about them. They themselves are coming out of hiding in a new way and shining. And then what they're doing is they're going back and looking at the journey and what sort of wisdom they have hard lived, hard loved, hard learned have they gained on this journey that they wish they would have known. Or if they could have gone back in time, would have whispered in their ear that truth that would have made their path easier. And that's what we've captured in this book. They're sharing not only their journey, but how they discovered to shine in their life. The wisdom they have learned about the journey. How it can be easier, how it can be shinier, how we can play more to our strengths, how we can really celebrate more, worry less, have more ease in our life so that we are filled to that place of overflowing and able to shine. That's the heartbeat of this book. That's why we're creating it and bringing it forward. So I hope you lean in with me as we heart to heart connect with our amazing authors as they share some of their why, what you can expect in the book, and they're even going to share a tip, a piece of advice that you can really right now apply in your life and take forward with you. So I hope you enjoy our conversation as we explore more about coming out of hiding and shining in our life. Those of you who are driving, please stay safe, both hands on the wheels, eyes open, alert. But those of you who are able to really focus in fully, I encourage you to put both feet on the floor. Take a big belly breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you do that, I invite you to put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head. Get a nice big belly breath. And as you breathe out, I invite you to close your eyes, becoming fully present, ready to receive. That your mind is open, your ears are open, your heart's open to really receive all that is here for you today. And in this space, as we pause, heartbeat to heartbeat, breathing, lowering our cortisol, reducing our stress, becoming very present. What is it that you need today? What is it that will encourage and empower you to shine just a little bit more, to be seen a little bit more, to allow yourself to be nourished, filled, and shine? What is it you need today? I invite you to receive that information. It can be in a picture, a phrase, a memory, a song. We can receive information in a lot of different ways. I invite you to fully receive it. And as you gather that information you receive, come back into the room, open up your eyes, and I invite you to actually write it down. Write down what it is that you need so we can keep it top of mind. It's so easy to rush off and not remember what it is that you need today. And part of being equipped and empowered and shining is being willing to receive, remembering what it is that you need that will serve and support you. So I invite you to keep it top of mind. We may even be able to deliver that in our conversation today. So I invite you to lean in, keep doing that deep breathing. Beautiful. And I'm going to go around the room so you can hear a little bit of the heartbeat of who's joining me today, the authors, as they share their why. I'm sorry, not their why. We'll get to that. So that's a little preview. You're going to learn some of their why. But we share what was placed on their heart as we just went in and listened, what it is that was laid upon their heart that they're leaning into as we connect today. Trisha, I wondered if you had something placed upon your heart. Nope, Trisha, are you there?
I'm sorry, yes. Thank you.
Sure.
What I have placed upon my heart is just to be open. You don't have to be afraid. And there's support for you.
Beautiful.
And just kind of like lean into what's here and now that's for you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Open and support, here and now, being present. Beautiful. Thank you. You're right. We so often let the future rob us from today or the past instead of really being present and receiving. Beautiful. Thank you. Jim, did you have something placed upon your heart?
Yes. One thing I think about right now is just actually is a few words. One is just to be grateful, to be intentional, and to be focused. And in that way, we all collectively can really have an incredible impact. And just really working as a team rather than as individuals.
Beautiful. I love that. So grateful, intentional, focused, and collaborative as a team. Beautiful. Thank you. Mary, how about you? Did you have something placed upon your heart?
Oh, yes. Leaning into receiving the divine element that is always there to support me when I remember to be quiet and to just soak it up and absorb it.
Beautiful. And do you mind saying that again? It was the design element?
Divine.
Divine. Thank you. Divine element. Beautiful. Yes. And I love that. And being willing to receive and being in that. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. And for me, I really have a sense of urgency that was placed in me that this moment matters that we have together. And I want to be fully present, richly immersed with all of you as we're connecting, as we're sharing our hearts and our wisdom and our encouragement around coming out of hiding and shining, because it is not a solo journey. I love how you've heard that echoed in different voices in different ways, different dimensions of that you have support. You can be fully present. You're not alone. And collectively, bringing in the divine, we can do amazing things. So let's take that deeply in, a big belly breath. Wonderful. And we're actually getting ready to move into a special time just for you. And I wanted to share about this a little bit because I want you to stay in this place of receiving, of really seeing what it is you need today. And when we come back, we're going to start sharing our why and some of the passion and what we're sharing with the world, and then ways that you can start shining today. But in order to get the most out of our time together, it's so important that you are present, that you are open, and that you are giving yourself what you need today. So I invite you, as we go into this next commercial break, and you're going to have a few of these during the show. They're 2 minutes. This is a time not to go run and cross a few things off the list, but to be very present and really process what's being shared with you. Receive wisdom, and sometimes that comes from within, but we're moving so fast we don't hear it. So I invite you to really lean in and listen and receive what is here for you today. And in fact, you may even find some of that in the commercials. We purposely choose what we share on the show. And many of the announcements you'll hear are about upcoming programs and shows, or about opportunities that we feel would serve you at a high level. Because the people that come in and invest in our show, invest in commercials like that, in that space, believe empowering women, transforming lives is important. And they believe it on such a level, they're willing to tie their brand and their resources and their name to that. So I want you to know, as we're talking about it's not a solo journey, that they energetically and practically are leaning into you and wanting you to be equipped and empowered as you go out in the world and to shine. So lean in to these next 2 minutes as you explore what it is you need today and really receive and listen. And then when we come back, I will formally introduce our amazing guests. We'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
We're making it easier to listen to the Voice America Talk Radio Network live wherever you go on iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android. Download it from the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for people like you. With just one 7-minute audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities. This is a dynamic way to share your message, reach more people, and expand your impact. Apply now at yourpurposedrivenpractice.net/speaker-talent. Finalists get to audition live in front of community leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Don't wait. Find out more. Visit yourpurposedrivenpractice.net/speaker-talent.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Now you don't have to stay linked to your desktop or laptop. Take Voice America on the go and listen anywhere. Get our mobile app for iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android at the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you took that opportunity to pause, listen, do that deep belly breathing, and really receive. Give yourself that gift of those 2 minutes of breathing and receiving and really focusing on what matters most to you. That's how we can live a purposeful life and shine in all that we do. Breathe that in. I want you to receive that on a cellular level. Wonderful. Now, I promised before our break that when we come back that I would introduce each of our guest experts. So that's what we're going to do during this segment. And I've asked them to share why they do what they do, as well as why this particular book project, why this book resonated with them and they wanted to be a part of it. Because I always find that interesting. I love to know people's why, and it helps me connect with them on a deeper level. So that's what we're going to do in this next section. You got to hear their hearts first, and now I want you to know a little bit of their expertise and background. So the first expert I wanted to introduce to you, his name is Jim Chong. He is a master MC, professional speaker, and a licensed professional, as well as the founder of Solutions for Life, the Walk Star, and that's W-O-K, Walk Star, and a popular radio show personality on Money 105.5 FM, Rush Hour for Success. And Jim is passionate about helping you gain more influence and shine. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Jim Chong to the show. Welcome.
Thank you. This is great. Thank you for having us and hosting this.
My pleasure. I'm excited to have you joining us today, and I'd love to know why. Why are you passionate about helping people gain more influence? Why is that important to you on a personal level?
For me, just fundamentally, I've always believed in supporting the greater good, and I just love to see things kind of come together. And what I realized just naturally, I think of the words community. I work in groups of people. I love pulling people together. I love the energy of it. But I realize that we can really achieve more if we're all working together. And so I really focus a lot on just really hoping that we can pull people together to be collaborative and do something really big together. And I think that every breath we have, we're taking away from somebody else, so we need to really make the most of it. So I want to have the most impact I can in my lifetime, and I want to help others also achieve that as well. And so that's kind of why I do what I do.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I love how collaborative your heart is and your spirit. And ladies and gentlemen listening, I can really share he walks his talk. He's always thinking about how can we play together? How can we build something? Or let me connect you here. And that's just how he's wired and made. And I appreciate that about you and that heart for collaboration and influence that's been placed in you, Jim.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Now, why this project? I mean, I can guess one reason is it was collaborative, but why did this book in particular, because I know you're part of several books that are collaborative in nature, why this book about coming out of hiding and shine? Why was that personally something that drew you?
Well, I have to say it starts with you, Rebecca. I went to your event, and I've mentioned you personally and I go to many groups. Yours is one that has really pulled together some people that really resonate with me. And I believe the communities you join, I don't want to just join a book project. I can join many. I have a couple of book projects myself coming out, but I really want to be connected with the right people. And so that's number one, is because of the group itself that you've created. But I believe in the power of story, whether it be through speaking or writing. And I really believe in the power of story to help others. And I know that's your objective. And how could I not be a part of it is what I'm asking myself. And, as you know, even one of my brandings before I even heard about your book project was Now Is Your Time to Shine. And so when I saw that was your title, I said, oh, my goodness, as soon as I heard it and you presented it, I said, I am there. And I didn't even have to think about it. It just resonated with me. I know that together this book is meant to have incredible impact, and that's why.
Thank you, Jim, for sharing. And we love that you are part of this and that alignment of shining that I know echoes so strongly in both our hearts. So thank you. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
And it also connects me with some wonderful people and some beautiful women.
How can you miss, right? Even better. Thank you. Thank you, Jim. And the next guest expert I wanted to introduce to you her name is Trisha Garrett. She is the founder and owner of Tremaya Coaching and Consulting. She has a vast background and rich background in corporate America and consistent pattern and history then and now of bringing forward initiatives that are groundbreaking in education, in the environment, and community. And she is passionate about helping women stand up and live bigger lives and thrive. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Trisha Garrett to the show. Welcome.
Wow, thank you.
You're so
I'm really
welcome.
honored to be here. So thank you, Rebecca, for having me here and the opportunity to share.
We are excited to have you. Love that all you have created and are creating and are doing and bringing to the world, and excited to have you in this project and part of this book with your voice and wisdom and heart. But I'd love to start with your personal why. Why helping women in this way stand up and live bigger and thrive. I like that it's live bigger lives as well as thriving. Why that is personally so important to you.
Because for so many years, I did not. On the outside, everything looked amazing, looked great, but internally, there was a disconnect. And I know that being in the corporate environment and even just coaching people, I realized that so many times we get in a pattern of just kind of doing what's expected, or we are kind of living the life that someone else has, laid the foundation for us, but never really step back and say, what do I really want? What really makes me happy? And that's when we get into the areas where we get to thrive, when we're really doing the things that really make us happy and fulfilling our purpose. And so that's a big reason why I, do what I do. And it's just such an amazing feeling, and I love just impacting the lives of women especially, but everyone who crossed my path.
Yes. And I want to say I've experienced that with you, that you have a presence and a power and energy that when you connect with someone, it's always with this encouragement and this depth of connection where it's like you're right there with them and wanting them to be all they can be. And I appreciate that energy about you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And can I ask, why this book? Why this project drew you?
When I seen the title, I mean, it was like, oh my God, it was calling me forth. It really called me forth, and it was like, I have to do this. And when this was introduced, originally I was still, I had some health challenges, but I'm like, I have to do this. I got to figure this out, work this out. I have to be a part of this. And because for so many years, I hid. And I didn't think it was possible to shine. I just didn't think it was possible. I thought it was for everyone else, but not for me. And when I came to the realization, like, no, this is for me too, it was just amazing. And I want that for others that feel that it's just not possible for them, that, that they are stuck or, they can't get out of a situation, or maybe there's a situation where something happened to them when they were younger and, to no fault of their own, and there's a big scar and they're kind of still carrying that around, the shame and embarrassment. And there is release for that. You don't have to continue to be in shame and embarrassed and having those emotional scars. And so that's why I wrote, the chapter, because I really wanted to share how I actually came out of hiding to shine.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And listeners, I want you to hear how there was this pull and this calling almost when they heard the vision of the chapter or the book or the opportunity. Sometimes it was the title, or it was as we shared the vision. And when I selected authors to be part of this, I asked them to really sit with it and that they would feel a pull in their heart that, yes, they were called to be in this book, not just a book, but this book. And I found that this book had a life of its own. It was moving faster than my original timeline. The spots were flowing more quickly, that there was an urgency to what will be shared in this book, that it really is being called forth to serve powerfully. So I'm very excited about what we're creating, what we're bringing to the world. And we do have a third amazing author that I'm going to share about when we come back from our break, because I don't want to rush her. I want her to have time to fully share, and I want to honor and fully share who she is. I'll be leaning into that as we go to this next commercial break. I want you to think about your why. Why you're doing what you do. Are you trying to do it alone, or are you leaning into getting support? Are you doing things that matter to you, that you enjoy, that bring that spark into your life? That are things that matter to you. You're precious. Your time, energy, and resources are so precious. And we want to make sure that you're investing them in you in a purposeful way to help you shine. That you're spending your time and your energy on things that matter to you, that call to you, that you're willing to lean into those things that do and say yes. So as we go to this next commercial break, I invite you to lean into that conversation with yourself and just take these next 2 minutes just for you. And when we come back, I'll be sharing about our third powerful, amazing expert. Look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
Your favorite Voice America Talk Radio Network shows and hosts are in your car, outdoors, and wherever you need them to be. Listen anywhere. Get our mobile app for iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android at the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market.
Age with Attitude TV is for the woman who does not see her future as a nice little old lady, but rather she sees herself living a bold, juicy, kick-ass second half. Now, if this is the life you want for your second 50, then Age with Attitude TV is for you. You'll find stories to inspire you, plus money and metabolism tips that really work. Check it all out at agewithattitude.tv. Presented by Jan Rose Distel. Find us on voiceamerica.tv. And remember, it's never too late to create a life you love.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation. Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you took those 2 minutes for you to really lean in, receive, listen, and as promised, I'm going to introduce our third amazing expert. I have had the privilege and honor of knowing Mary Knippel for many years. We've been on this journey together, so I admire her so much in all that she does, and very close to my heart as we've been on this journey of expanding, of being seen on new levels, of serving. And I can tell you her heart is so big and passionate to support and help all of you. And here's some of her background. She is a transformational author, a publisher, an inspirational speaker, and is absolutely passionate about helping you unleash. So that's become free. Unleash your voice, your gifts, and shine powerfully in this world. Please warmly welcome the amazing Mary Knippel to the show. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. I appreciate being here, and I'm so excited.
Love having you. And I'd love for you to share why this work of helping people unleash their voice, I know you're particularly passionate about in writing, but also in speaking. Why is that personally so important to you?
I have always turned to writing as a way of expressing myself, and that's my jumping off point. But it's having the words that are going to articulate what you're feeling and connecting with people. It's just the way that we all can be seen and heard.
Beautiful. And why for you is that something you believe so much in?
For me, it's how I can have the story unfold and all of the nuances of what people are thinking about and painting the picture so that you put the other person in the story with you.
Beautiful. And why was this book something that drew your heart, that you felt a lean in to being part of?
Well, we are so in sync, and the synchronicity of showing up and shining. I talk about polishing your words so that you show up and shine and come out of hiding. It's the people that I work with are reluctant writers who have been silent too long. So it was all working together for me to say an immediate yes when you came forward with this title. It was like, of course, this is the one that I'm going to be in, because I'm a writer. I've been around anthologies and have helped people with their chapters, but I haven't participated because it didn't seem like it fit. This was perfect fit.
I love that. I love that. And listeners, as I'm listening to Mary share, and I've listened to the other authors share about, again, that pull in their heart and why they decided to be part of this project, it's something to really think about for you, because you're going to feel that same draw that, yes, this is a book that would support me, that is in alignment with helping me on my journey, and you'll feel that same pull. And if you don't, then it's not, and that's fine either way. But it's so important to start to feel into what is a yes for you and what is a no. And that's critical to shining and really knowing, yes, this pulls me, I'm called to be a part of this, or no, it doesn't. And that helps us prioritize things. That helps us say yes to the things that are yeses in our life and to no to the things that are not. So I just invite you, as you go off in your journey today and in life, to really consciously think about, is this a yes or is this a no in my life as you have opportunities presented to you? I really want this conversation to serve you and help you build those muscles to live an empowered life, to come out of hiding, to really shine in a powerful and purposeful way. Wonderful. Mary, thank you so much for sharing your heart with us and why you were drawn to this book and chose to be a part of it. Wonderful. And then I wanted to, in a sense, go around the room again and wanted to have each of the authors share the chapter title, so you can be putting that on your list. I'm leaning into that chapter, want to take a look at it, as well as either a quote from your chapter or something they could look forward to in it. So Trisha, do you mind sharing a little bit?
No, not at all. Thank you. So the title of my chapter is We All Are Designed to Shine.
Yes.
And I came up with that title because I truly believe that we are all designed to shine. And I don't have a specific quote out of my chapter that I wanted to share that comes to mind right now, but just, I think going back to what I was saying earlier is that sometimes we think that shining, having joy, peace, and love, happiness is for others, but it's for everyone. And I really want, the listeners to really understand and get that it's for you. You deserve to shine.
Yes.
And so I just wanted to share that.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing from your heart and really tapping into what's being called forth as we're having our conversation and leaning into our listeners today. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And Mary, would you mind sharing the title of your chapter and either a quote or something they can look forward to?
I'd be happy to share my title. Unleash your good girl rebel.
Unleash your good girl rebel. I love that.
Yes. And one of my favorite authors is Maya Angelou. And she talks about if you can't change your attitude, change your situation. And my interpretation is that you change your story and that you can rewrite it to live your dreams. Despite what the world may tell you, you have everything within you already. You are perfect the way you are.
Beautiful. Yes. Thank you. Wonderful. And Jim, do you mind sharing the title of your chapter and something they can look forward to in your book? Or I keep calling them books, our mini books within a book, our chapters, and a quote or something they can look forward to in your book or your mini book or chapter.
Absolutely. Fulfilling your life's purpose. And I personally is the name of the chapter, and I personally believe that the choices we make in life will determine how we end this life. And so there's a couple of quotes that I gave in it. One is just by an old company that we know, Nike. It says, just do it. Sometimes it's not easy, you just got to do it. But one of the quotes that I end my chapter with is the fact that success is not achieved by chance, but by choice. And so that's why it's really important for us to think about the choices that we make in life and the fact that we really can change the outcome if we decide to make the choices that really serve us well and serve the people that we're around well. So success is not achieved by chance, but by choice.
Yes, I love that because so often we can feel disempowered, but when we pause and we really start looking at the choices we're making and we start making choices on purpose and just doing it, because there is action that has to follow, that can change our life. That can really create the life that we want, that we are called to be in and live in. So really, really powerful. Thank you all for sharing. I so appreciate that. And I just wanted to give a snapshot of what I've been experiencing because I've had the privilege of reading the chapters as they're evolving, and they are alive and transformational. They're so heart-centered. I'm very honored to be leading this project. I'm very humbled to be entrusted with these voices and these truths that are being called forth to share. And part of how we've designed this book is it's almost like it's a resource guide that takes you on a journey. We have chapters that I've organized where if you're struggling with, I don't feel very beautiful and powerful today or needed, do I really matter? I've gathered together the voices and the experts that talk about that in a chapter to support you. You can go right to that section and get real-time support, encouragement, and wisdom on your journey. Perhaps I'm not feeling like I'm enough. Am I really? There's a section for that. And the section of choice. because the last section we put together is really about taking action. We want you to have tools and information to support you, but we also want you to apply it in your life, to make those choices, to take action. So we've designed this book to really support you wherever you are on the journey in that day that you're needing boost. You need encouragement because it is not a solo journey. I know I tap into experts when I can because I want to skin my knees less. I want to go further. I don't need to learn everything on my own. If I can tap into support along the way, one, it makes the journey more enjoyable and rich. And I know I don't have to do it on my own, that there's support right there, real time. I encourage you to look for ways to build that in your life. Really look for support, cheerleaders, encouragement. When you forget how amazing you are, they can remind you. A great friend, a great colleague is someone that can cheer with you, that can sit beside you. And when you forget your brilliance, they remember it and they help you see it again. And I want you to have that in your life. And this book is one way we're able to support you in that journey. I want you to find your way to build that into your life so that you can be seen, so that you can shine powerfully out in the world because it needs you. We are going into our next commercial break, and as we do that, I invite you to take these 2 minutes just for you. Really sink into what it is that is being spoken into your spirit, into your heart from this last segment. And when we come back, we'll have our closing segment that's going to let you know advice, real tips that you can start applying today, real time, to help you come out of hiding and shine. We look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
We're making it easier to listen to the Voice America Talk Radio Network live wherever you go on iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android. Download it from the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for people like you. With just one 7-minute audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities. This is a dynamic way to share your message, reach more people, and expand your impact. Apply now at yourpurposedrivenpractice.net/speaker-talent. Finalists get to audition live in front of community leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Don't wait. Find out more. Visit yourpurposedrivenpractice.net/speaker-talent.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Now you don't have to stay linked to your desktop or laptop. Take Voice America on the go and listen anywhere. Get our mobile app for iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android at the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you took those 2 minutes to really reflect on what was shared and what was being spoken into your heart as we are having this conversation about come out of hiding and shine, really inspired by our forthcoming book that will be released in August, late August or mid-September. Hope that you're leaning in and looking forward to that. And we're having conversations with some of our co-authors that have leaned in and said yes and are contributing their heart, their wisdom, and their expertise to support all of you in coming out of hiding and shine. So I asked my experts behind the scenes if they were willing to share just a quick piece of advice or a tip, something that you can really take with you today, real time, as you're going back out into the world. with that, I'd love to hand the floor over to Mary.
Well, thank you.
Sure.
My tip would be to come out of hiding and shine on the page. To start journaling just for a few minutes every day, to have a conversation with yourself on the page about whatever is on your heart. And that will open you up to maybe having a conversation or showing up in a different way. But writing things down.
I love that. That's so beautiful. And I want to leverage off of that because it just dropped into my spirit as you're sharing. Here's an extra credit bonus opportunity with that. Develop that practice. I love that, Mary, of starting to have that conversation and building that practice of listening and writing it down. Then I invite you to actually write down something with the other hand you don't normally write with. This will tap in to another part of your brain and bring additional information to you, another perspective. We tend to write with one hand that regularly taps into our brain in one way. And then if we can tap in with the other, it's really interesting. The insights we'll discover. It might look like a kindergartner kind of writing, but the information will come through. So I encourage you to do that. So thank you, Mary. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Trisha, how about you? What would you like to share?
What I'd like to is as they decide, when they decide to come out of hiding to shine, to be patient and kind to yourself.
Yes.
To take baby steps, and it's a journey. So it's not something that's going to all happen and change overnight. But most importantly, just be patient and kind to yourself.
I love that. Be extra patient and kind, like your own best friend to yourself.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
So important to nourish us. And you're right. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We need to remember taking it day by day. And Mary's suggestion of writing it down will capture some of that journey and encourage you along the way, because we can get caught up in day by day by day. But if we have this record, this way we can look back, we can appreciate the journey and how we are shining every day, every step that we take. Oh, beautiful. You guys are so in alignment. I love it. Yes, thank you. Jim, how about you? What was on your heart?
Well, what's on my heart? It's all about life. And, I believe that life happens. We need to be prepared and understand the value in all of our life situations, and really the most precious things that we can learn from those situations that are most challenging, and that we can really see ourselves as a grain of sand that is destined to be a pearl. And I would tell people, invest in yourself, invest in others, and never forget where you came from.
I'm writing that down. Invest in yourself, invest in others, and never forget where you came from. Yes. Because our journeys are a gift as well. So important to appreciate the journey we have taken, the walk we have taken, and the choices we have made. And knowing what we know, knowing what we've learned, making purposeful choices going forward that are building more of what we want. Oh, I love it, Jim. Thank you for sharing. Listeners, I want you to start thinking about what are you going to apply in your life. You've gotten some great tips and suggestions that you can start applying right now. What is a way that you can be extra kind to yourself today? Can you cheer yourself on? What can you do right now to be extra kind and supportive of you? Are you taking time to spend time with yourself and your thoughts and your wisdom? Are you writing them down? And if you tend to be more audio, you can always record. We have these phones now that you can do quick recording, but really spend time reflecting and listening. Writing is so powerful to be able to get it out of you and onto paper so you can see it, you can interact with it. I really encourage you to take, even if it's 3 minutes, 5 minutes a day, and write it down. Write down what comes to your heart and build that process and practice with you. And take care of yourself. Remember to invest in yourself. There's only one you, and you're absolutely needed. You are a gift. We want to make sure that you are putting your oxygen mask on first, that you're really taking care of the gift that you are, so that you can go out in the world in a powerful, sustainable way, not from a place of depletion. And we can do that sometimes, pouring ourselves out so completely and forgetting to pour back into ourselves. So I love the reminder Jim's given us about really investing in ourselves, nourishing ourselves and others. But remember, it's yourself first so that you can do the other. And how important to remember where you've come from, who you really are, those things that really uniquely give you joy, and starting to build that into your life, because we can go along and lose track a little bit of what we enjoy, what is meaningful to us. We can sometimes have a distance from where we came from, and there's great value in remembering where we came from, where we're going. And are we purposely building into our life those things that matter most to us? I believe that is so important and crucial to shining. And my heart's desire for all of you, that we're drawn to this conversation, because it was on purpose. You didn't accidentally end up here. On purpose to this conversation. You've leaned in to the very end. There's a reason. There is something here for you today to take forth with you. I invite you to look for what that is. And when you find it, to really bring that into your life, really apply it, not just to put it on the to-do list, but start doing it, even if it's 2 minutes at a time, 5 minutes at a time. Build that into your life. That, to me, is how you can continually step forward, continually build those things that matter most to you, the unique footprint that you can bring forward in this life, and build the legacy that you want to build and touch the lives that you're called to touch. It's one choice at a time, one step at a time, that you get to come out of hiding and shine. We hope you have an amazing day. We hope you have a powerful way of being in your life, where you are building the practice of continually finding ways to come out of hiding and shine, bringing that beautiful gift of you to the world. We hope you have a great day, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Women's Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.
Thanks again for listening to the preceding program, brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the preceding program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.